Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us this morning. At 9 o'clock a.m., we will close our social media and continue on Zoom only. Join us by getting your Zoom link at elizabethvisionaryconference.org. We'll be there until 10 a.m. You can join us now, and we'll see you in Elizabeth's Zoom room. Today, your hosts are at Peace Makita and Danyelle Claxton. Enjoy.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
How's everybody feeling this morning?
Oh, I'm better now. We're with you.
Yep.
I'm up. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say I'm woke.
I know, right?
Just gonna say I'm up. Okay. Nice to see all y'all. Grand Rising, darlings.
Grand Rising.
I'm a hum. I'm a hum.
Hum a hum, hum a hum. So are we ready to do this?
It's another day, another million.
Yeah, we getting there.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
No. Another day, another million.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I am that we are another day, another million. How about that?
I received it.
Yeah.
I am with thee.
I've lived the other one.
Yeah.
I think we've mastered that one.
Yeah.
that word called struggle is attached to that one.
Yes.
Another day, another meal. And then we'll say another moment, another trill. How about that? Every moment. You know, there are people who make that kind of money every minute. So we know that it is what? Possible. Tis possible.
I agree.
Yes.
How you doing over there, Mama Evelyn?
I'm good. I woke up a little late today.
Me too.
Me too.
I was sleeping good, and I woke up at 6:45. So whoa. Oh.
It didn't rain last night. You know, usually it's rain. You just want to sleep in. But it didn't. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that's about. I know I was sleeping good. I was eating my pillow, as they say. I did not want to. I was like, it's time to get up. I mean, I woke up late, like 7:37. But we here. I'm happy. Hey, Head.
How was the sister circle? I saw some pictures.
Baby.
I thought Nawili had gone. I was asking her yesterday, but she didn't make it. But I said, you see the pictures and stuff?
We showed out. We had a great time. Lily B was awesome. Ayana was awesome. My girls wanted to come. My daughters, Phoenix and Satori. I was like, Phoenix got up in the morning. She was like, Mama, I want to come to your sister circle because Naomi came last time and she said it was nice. It was good. She liked it. I was like,
yes.
Teenage approved. Yes.
Of course, most definitely.
Yes, we had a great time. We really did. We enjoyed ourselves immensely. And we stayed out. Like, I wasn't planning on staying out that late. We stayed out there. We didn't leave, like pull off until like 10:30. We were all just out there. The moon popped up while we were still water, so we were dancing under the full moon. Danyelle has the pictures in the video.
I do, and I'm sorry, I'm just looking for a virtual background because my background is crazy, and yeah, I'm still waking up like the rest of y'all.
That's all right. We had a great time though. It was really fun. The food was good. The vibe. Met some new people.
Yeah.
I love doing the circle because you just get to meet women who are on the path. You be like, it's just so many of us. It's so many. Like,
what part of the park? And please forgive me, I'm indisposed. But what part of the park was it held in? Because I couldn't find y'all on the part of the park where I was.
I know, right? I didn't know that Stockton Park was the park up the street. I thought it was because we GPSed it. When we were at the park, we GPSed it. And last time we were all for the circle with Sunsea. So Lily had GPSed it and it said Stockton Park. So that's the address we used. But Stockton Park is the little park up the street, up the little block. So
Well, I was at Stockton Park. That was the name of the place.
If you come to the end of Dwight, which is that street that Stockton Park sits on.
Yeah, behind the River House.
Yeah, behind Kid Rock's mansion or something like that. On the other side of that last mansion on that street, there's another park.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's behind the marina. There's a marina next to it, right? There's a marina
in between
north of it.
The marina. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's beyond the River House. You talking about?
It's behind the River House Apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really because I don't know where Kid Rock lived. That's
He used to own it. I don't know, years ago, but yeah, we had a really good time. So I hope you guys can come next month because we're gonna do it again next month. And yeah, it'll be indoors next month. That weather be stressing me out. I'm like, is it gonna rain? Is it not gonna rain? What's happening? Like, it's gonna be indoors.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. All right, ladies. So you have your hey, good Danyelle. I have to say good morning to my lovely co-host, Danyelle.
Morning.
How are you? Good rising. How are you? Grand rising.
I'm here. Start video. So I'm here. Was trying to get the virtual background. It ain't working. So I'm like, okay.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah. Your beautiful face stands out. We're looking at you.
Yes. How was your birthday, love?
Nice. It was really nice. I enjoyed myself. I got the time off I needed. I love the sun. I mean, to actually have the full moon be on your birthday is like extremely special.
Yes.
And I, for one, I wanted to stay out longer. Like I didn't want to leave. I was like, okay, I don't want.
We so did, and we ended up going back to the water.
Yeah. I happen to have. So there's a watermelon. I've been carrying a small mini watermelon. I've been having in my car for like months. This thing should have turned by now. And it hasn't, but it's supposed to be for an offering for Yemen, and I just have not been at the river. By me living in Southfield, I have not been at the river like I used to be all the time to give that offering. And so when I was there, it was like, oh, you're here now. I was like, yes, you know what, let me go ahead and give her offering, because I've been driving around with this watermelon for months. So I'm like, I was like, hey, Peace, just come with me. Once we packed the car up, so just come with me. Let me go do this drop real quick, because the opportunity is there. So I did it, and it's just been blessings upon blessings upon blessings. I feel good. I feel really good. I'm still celebrating.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I'm still got dinners out there, still got brunches and dinners, and I still have to find my way to the sauna. So I said, if I don't find my way to King's Spa, I'm definitely going to go to Southfield Family Sauna, because there's some work that needs to be done. And it's just that regular maintenance, monthly maintenance as far as wellness that needs to be done. I'm still looking for a place here in Detroit that has spas, that has saunas and massages that don't cost, half your monthly rent. So I'm like, all in one, don't have to drive from one here to the other here. And I'm like, okay. So I'm still looking for that. But it's time to do a soul sweat. And I'm like, okay, we need to get into that heat to burn off some things. So I'm like, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it too.
Where do you all go for your soul sweat?
I usually use Southfield Family Sauna because it's local, it's close.
Yeah.
And then, I've learned the art of doing my soul sweat at King Spot. So yeah, I'm just being bougie with it because when I go to King Spa, I want that queen scrub where they scrub you from the head to the toe and all cracks in between and everything.
Oh,
Yes, butt naked. They just be.
yeah, because I was
Yeah.
thinking, I was just
Last time I found out
First of
how
all.
expensive I am. So I love it. I'm like, it's an experience every woman should plan for, should have often. I say at least if you go every quarter, at least 4 times out the year. It shouldn't be just because, oh, it's my birthday, I get a massage. No, this is quarterly spiritual, physical body maintenance. So as the seasons change, we should be fasting as the seasons change to get our bodies attuned to, like, you know, what's happening seasonally. Then we should be doing what is it, you know, maintenance, like, you know, a soul sweat at least 4 times out the year. That's how I believe. That's how I feel about it.
So
So
the
locally,
yeah, the Southfield one, is that the one that we went to when Queen came? Is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I agree, Danyelle. Yeah, we should try to go to the you didn't hear that. We should go to the look at. Yeah, I know she did. She did.
Second one today already, I heard. It's the second one.
I did it 2 times.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, we should just plan a trip. I met this guy last night. He, all these people were getting in his truck, you know, his van, and it's like, where you can rent it out. It holds about 8 people. That's what they said, you know, but it was really nice. And it was a family. And I was like, okay, this looks like a field trip right here. You know, so we got a couple of things.
What was in the van?
What was in the van?
Oh, no, it was people. So it was you could rent the van, this van, and go somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
like a party bus. It was a party bus.
Party bus? Oh, okay.
But it was a family that was in there. And I just thought of all of us and stuff, you know, going when we go on some trips. One being if we set up something for the King Spa.
I already have it set up. I got everything. I just need the transportation. Now, I did, because on social media, I do follow I get a lot of stuff. There's a Black-owned woman luxury bus company, but they're on the East Coast, and they only have routes between, like, I think New Jersey and New York. But I gotta find pictures of this bus because this is what I would want here. Because I'm like, it's like you got your own private little space. I think it holds up to like 20, maybe 21 people, but you got space. It's got hardwood floors, and you got your own little cubby hole to just be relaxed and everything. And I'm like, okay, I need to figure out to get them here reasonably to go from Detroit to Chicago, because and it's Black owned. It's Black owned, it's woman owned, and it just looks fabulously luxurious. I'm like, yeah, I need that. That's what I need. That's the only missing piece here is that. Because next time I want to take a group of women to King Spot and do a soul sweat. I just don't want to drive. I don't want none of us to drive. I want us to actually be able to relax and just woosah and get there and then get back. So yeah, I gotta find
talk more about that later, ladies.
Yes.
I like how the ideas are flowing though, because I'm definitely trying to get there too. All right, so
there it is again.
Start it. What'd you say?
There that word is again.
What? What's the word?
The forbidden. That's okay.
Oh,
We're not gonna say it. We're not even gonna say it. Go right ahead.
Okay. Y'all like my M3 shirt? Mommy.
Yeah. Oh.
Mommy.
Oh, you cut it up.
Mommy mogul mindset.
Nice. Where you get that?
Shirt from my and I cut it up and got it all cute and everything. But anyway, so yeah, if you would like a shirt, let me know. I'll order one for you. So welcome to Mommy Mogul Mindset. For those who may be new to joining us, this is the podcast where we talk all about being a mommy, being a mogul, and having the mindset to manage it all with ease and grace and fabulousness, flawlessness, darling, just flawlessness. Yes. So that's what we are here to do. It is a Monday morning, so we all are a little like and still in our weekend lull, but we're here and we are ready to handle the business. So for August, what do we do? What do we talk about? This August, we're talking about creativity is pleasure. That is the theme for this month. And we already have been talking about the creative process, what creativity is, how do you tap into it. And so today, honey, can I get a drum roll, Danyelle? Because today our special guest is Saidah. I hope I say her name right.
Yeah, it's Saidah.
Saidah Murphy. Yes, I always want to say Saidah, but it's Saidah Murphy. She is the creatress of the Creators Summit that will be hosted here next month in Detroit. It's a virtual event that started 3 years ago, so this will be the first time it's in person, and she is going to be here this morning to talk to us about being creatresses, how the summit started, how you can get into it, what's going to be happening at the summit. It really is an opportunity for Black women to be empowered in business. So if that's something that you're interested in, and you know, here at Mommy Mogul Mindset, we're all about that business. So if that's something that you're interested in, you want to find out more about the summit and about what it's about, then make sure you stick around. She'll be here soon to tell us all the deets, to give us the tea. All right, so I'm excited about that. But before she gets here, we are going to spend our own sacred time like we usually do up in here, okay? So Leah, let's check in real quick, especially since we have our group is so contained right now because it's gonna blow up. Give me a word. Give me a word. Give me that word, honey. What is your word? Even if you don't want to say it, you can put it in the chat. So what's your word? Yes, Mama Evelyn. Take a deep breath, tune in with yourself, and be authentic in this moment. What word describes your energy? How you feel right now?
Magnified. Oh, she said Mama Evelyn. I'm sorry.
No. I like it. I like it. Magnified. I'm here for it, honey.
My word is significant.
Significant. Okay, we digging deep today. Okay. We ain't just saying nice. I feel good. I'm okay. I'm all right. Yeah. All right. Who's next? I think Mama had put hers in the chat. Danyelle, what's your word?
Embodiment.
Oh, in it too.
Embodiment.
Embodiment. That's a nice word.
My word is baraka, which means abundance.
Abundance, baraka. What language is that?
I don't know, but it used to be in the Bible before they tucked in blessings, which means whatever that means. They switched out abundance and switched in blessings.
Got you. Okay. Now, Wheelie, good morning. Grace, good morning. Welcome, y'all. How y'all doing this good rising, this grand rising morning? Oh, Mama Evelyn got her word. Mama Evelyn got her word. What is it, Mama? Oh, no. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Prosperous.
Yes.
Okay, I receive. Yes. So welcome, ladies. We are checking in with each other before our very special guest joins us. So go ahead and take a deep breath, tune in to yourself, and give us one word that describes your energy in this moment.
I think Omani's on screen now.
Grand rising.
Even though it don't look like it, I'm present to brilliance.
Brilliance. Ashe, receive it. Now, Wheelie, Grand Rising, you have a word for us this morning?
My word is awesomeness.
Awesomeness. Ashe. All right, my word is
Dynamite!
Oh,
She's alive.
that's my word. Dynamite.
Yes.
Yes. We don't use that word enough. Remember, we used to use that word all the time. I know y'all elders know it.
Yes.
I remember that. That word was like dynamite. Oh man, I'm dynamite. Oh yeah, dynamite.
You said it just like he was saying. Thank you. Thank you for that firecracker this morning.
Uh-huh.
Dynamite. Yes, that's my word. Well, thank you all for playing my one word game. I really enjoy that. So we are going to do just a brief breathing exercise because Saidah will be joining us soon. So we're just going to do a brief breathing exercise, and I want to get in at least one creativity exercise, right? And then we will just be off to the races, because I'm sure when she gets here, the show is going to take on a mind of its own. So let me get my stuff in first. Okay. All right. And Danyelle, did you happen to have anything for us this morning? If so, then we can definitely make room for that.
Yeah, I did. Look, just a little something.
Okay.
It
All
ties,
right.
it ties into everything.
Okay, cool beans. All right, so let's go ahead and just check in with where we are right now. I want to really practice this technique of meditation, where you meditate to the rhythm of what's around you. It's super important that we train ourselves to do that. A lot of times when we get into our meditative practice, we spend way too much time looking for the right guided meditation, looking for the right music. Oh, I have to be in the right position. I have to be in the right place. It has to be at the right time. Like, I really want all of us to continue to practice meditating anywhere. It's very, very important, because meditation is not just some fad thing that you do because everybody's doing it right now. No, meditation is a way of life. Meditation is your key to your way of life, whatever your way of life is for you. So you want to make sure that wherever you are, you can tap in, turn in, tune on. However, and how Abraham Hicks said, tap in, turn in, tune on. However she said better than me. She said real fast. Yeah, but you want to be able to tune in wherever you are. You don't want to have to reach for your iPhone or, be out. I have to be out in nature. No, you can meditate anywhere. So we're going to practice that. So just kind of settle into where you are. Settle into where you are. And this technique can be used at the grocery store, in a traffic jam, at a board meeting, and you're bored. This can be used anywhere. All right, so you're going to inhale through the nose and gently exhale out your mouth. And when we do this breath, it's an intentional breath. It is actually signaling to our mind and our body that we are about to step into meditation or step into a new process. So inhaling through the nose deeply and exhaling out the mouth, that is your signal breath. And then breathe normally. And bring your awareness to where your body rests. So if you're sitting in a chair, feel the chair underneath your buttocks. Feel the back of the chair on your back. Right? Feel your feet on the floor, and they should be flat on the floor if you're in a chair. If you're lying down, feel the floor, the yoga mat, the bed. Feel it underneath your body. Make that connection. Inhaling here, exhaling. And on your next inhale, I want you to draw all of your physical embodiment up into, draw it into itself, draw your body into itself on your inhale. And on your exhale, I want you to gently release your body and allow it to sink into the chair. Allow your body to sink into the mat. Allow your body to sink into the floor. Inhaling, bringing it in, bringing the energy inward, and exhaling, expanding that energy out and allowing it to just fall down through the earth, down to the core. Inhaling and exhaling.
You about do? Okay, give me a minute to wipe if you.
Bring your awareness to your listening. And allow the sounds that you're hearing to just come to you and pass through you. Kind of like a tree. Inhaling and gently exhaling. And just listen to the sounds that are happening around you. The sound of my voice, the sound of anything that may be happening outside. And just tune in. Take mental note. Allowing the sounds to come to you, and then allowing them to gently just pass through you. Holding on to nothing. Inhaling and exhaling. And as you're listening to the world around you, find the music, find the rhythm. Tap into about 3 or 4 different sounds and find the rhythm in those sounds. There's always music playing. Inhale here and exhale. Allowing gravity to do its job. Release, let go, pull away, surrender. Now bring your awareness to your thinking. What are you thinking about? Ask yourself, what am I thinking about? And then watch as if clouds were going by in the sky. Inhaling and gently exhaling, holding on to nothing. And just rest here for a moment. I will watch the time. Using your breath as your anchor, inhaling and exhaling as you feel yourself wandering off. Just bring it gently back with your inhale and your exhale. And just for a few moments, feel what it feels like to just be like a tree. Inhaling through your nose, gently exhaling out your mouth. Slowly and gently begin to descend back into 3D. Take your time. And as you return back into your body, you return back into 3D, be gentle with yourself and feel what it feels like to take your time. So in your own time, just slowly come back, roll your shoulders back and forth, slowly and gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. And welcoming this new timeline, welcoming this new moment. If you'd like, you can write down any messages you may have brought back with you. Any numbers, colors, names, songs, poems, whatever it is. Go ahead and record that. Continue to use your breath as your anchor. And I'll give you a moment to record your messages. And as always, if there's anyone that would like to share their journey, you are welcome to do so. All right. So we are going to get started. We are going to shift our energy, shift our polarity into a new direction that I'm excited about. So let's do a quick exercise just to get our mind in the game of creativity. Okay. So I want you to find 6 things that are around you right now. Just gather them to you. It could be a pencil, a paper clip holder, you know, an earring. It can be whatever, but 6 things. Go ahead and gather those items. I'll give you 20 seconds. Ten. Time's up. All right, so you have your 6 things. Okay. Now I want you to look at these 6 things, take a deep breath, look at them. And I want you for the next few moments to create something new with these 6 things. So it should be 3 things. You're going to take 2 of them and you're going to bring them together. And you're going to literally create something brand new. I don't care if it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense, quote unquote. Okay, this is creativity. Come on, guys. Come on. So step into your childlike mind where you colored a picture and you said, "It's a shark," and it was like one line going across the page. Okay, like that. Okay, this is what we're about to do. So Don't beat up on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Enjoy the process. Have fun with it. There's no pressure. Put it like this, like I always say in my class, there's no wrong in the room. So feel that power. Feel what it feels like to have that much creative control, where there is no wrong in the room right now. You can create whatever the heck you like, and it's right. So let's experience that for a few moments, shall we? So take your things, I'll give you a few moments, and take your items and try to create something new with them, okay? All right, go. I can't wait to see what y'all come up with. Hold on. You got your 6 things, mama head? What? I can't hear you.
I already made it. Once you said put it together, I was like, oh, that was easy.
You got 3 things already made?
I got make 3 things. I thought you said take 3 things and make. I took.
You're gonna have 6 items all together. You should have 6 items all together. You take 2 of those items and create something new. So you should have 3 items all together. Go.
I do.
Okay, so put a pause right there because you are in advance. The rest of us need a minute to think. Okay. It might hurt your brain a little bit, but don't get intimidated. Don't give up. Trying to get some music on for you guys, but don't look like it's working. Come on, eventually. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's me. Wow.
I'm really good at ruining things and acting like I never cared. I'm even better at losing things and saying I was never scared. I got some trauma that I need to face. My emotions are all over the place. Finally found something I don't want to break.
All right, let's see. 1 more minute. How do the items that you are holding in your hand, how do they work together? How do they complement each other? What do they share in common? That's how you can get your mind to start moving in that direction of creativity. How do they work together? What do they have in common? What do they have that's opposite that actually complements each other? All right, time's up. Mama Head, you can go first.
Okay, so do I need to show what I made? I mean,
Well, of course. Yes, want to see it?
Okay, so
Can you show it?
So yep. So check it out. I built it, but here. So I had a stand and a weight. So have holding your weight, a weight stand. Now I'm gonna wrap the weight stand in the cloth that I created.
Okay.
So now I'm just support.
Okay.
Then I put the squeeze ball. and the earring and adorn the, I built it. So all the two things are go together. So I got the
Yeah. Yeah, mama. Good job. We'd like to welcome Lolly and Saidah have joined us. Grand rising, ladies. Grand rising, goddesses.
Greetings, Elizabeth.
Look, she got the... Maybe they still get
Hello,
ready.
everyone.
Hey, peace and love.
Hello, rising.
All right. So we're going to catch a few more, and then we're going to move on with our special guest. So Sheila, did you come up? I mean, Queen Aduni, did you come up with anything? Unmute yourself, love.
I love it when you call me love.
love.
Okay, so can you see? Okay, there it is.
Okay.
So this is a boat, a ship. Can you see what it is?
Yes.
Okay, and then this is the roll. This is the thing you roll with.
Nice.
Right here.
Yes.
Okay, and this is a tree that has the branches is what the wind blows to move it along.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Okay, so like a palm tree or a willow tree.
Right, and when it blows, it pushes it out into the water and the world. This is a pulley. Can you right here? Right here. It's a pulley, and it is pulling the ship house. So all of that, it pulls and supports one, two, three, four, five, oh, 6. Okay, here's the adornment for to let them know it's a sister ship.
I want to go. I want to ride.
I definitely want to get on that ship with the willow tree hanging. And
gotta have some real color flying, out there.
I love it. Y'all give it up for Queen Aduni. Good job, huh? All right, y'all on a roll. I was struggling. I don't know if y'all was looking, but
right. Like you know how you say, if I'd have known, I would have picked something else. If I'd have known
I was like,
what am I do with this?
But
so ladies, I do have a special request. Everybody take a picture of what you just created. And if you're in the Elizabeth group on Facebook, post it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, do that. Thank you, Danyelle. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else created magic over there? Where's your magic? One more person. Who created magic?
Okay, I didn't pick up the physical items because I'm still laying down. But I looked at them and I made like a storyboard drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually I'm just gonna speak it through because it's really, you can't really see it. It's on pink paper. Anyway, no excuses, but I had a timer and an ankh earring, and I put them together, and they became, in my storyboard, a symbol of shining with rays coming out of it, and knowing that the time is now. Then I also had a sock and a piece of clothing, and that was my meditation person. And I'll post it. You guys will see the picture. And then in the center, I had, as you could tell, I'm a little sleepy. I had clothes and socks. Oh, I had my altar and I had a book, and I put those together. And those are symbolic of our thoughts and our things that rain on us, to allow us to shine our light. So that's how my mind created it. I didn't actually physically put it together, but I appreciate the exercise because it was indeed interesting.
I'm glad you liked it. Thank you so much, Wiley. Yes, it feels a little well, let's say it's an adjustment to step back into your childlike mind, right? It's an adjustment to step back into your childlike way and to just play, and everything you do is right, everything you do is beautiful, you know. So I'm glad that you all got an opportunity to feel that and to do that again. You should do it more often on your own, or not should, let me take that out. Do it more often on your own time and your own accord. I think you really enjoy it and share it. All right. So, ladies, without any further ado, I'm super excited. I'm glad she was able to get on here before we got off live. So anyone who's watching us on live, then make sure that you go to elizabethvisionaryconference.org and get your free access to the Zoom room, because in about 10 minutes, 9 minutes now, we will be moving over to the Zoom room to continue the conversation. But right now, honey, right now though, I am here to introduce our very special guest for this morning, Saidah Murphy. She is Yes, ladies, y'all give it up for Miss Saidah Murphy. She is the creatress and I want to say the keynote speaker for the Creators Summit that will be happening next month here in the city. So I'm super excited to learn all the deets, honey, because I need to know what they are because I want to be there. So without any further ado, I will allow her to elaborate on her beautiful story, on all of the wonderful things that she is doing right now. I know her from, she's a Shule baby. So I know her from the African Centered community with my children. So to see her blossom and grow into such a beautiful young woman is an honor and a privilege. So I am really grateful to have her here. I'm excited to hear her story. Make sure you have notes, honey, because she's gonna be dropping some gems. I'm just saying, make sure you have your notebook, okay? All right, this is a young lady of a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. So tune in. Pay attention and enjoy. Saidah!
Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. I know a lot of us are just waking up. I just got up myself not too long ago. But I'm excited to be here, happy to be reconnected, I would say, because a lot of folks in here are part of the community that I grew up in. So I'm seeing familiar faces, mamas in this group who have helped raise me. So, hey, everyone, nice to see you all. So I'm happy to be here. But yes, let me see where I should start. So I am, in a nutshell, a content creation, branding, marketing, business operations coach person thing. That's what my business does. We help Black women, service-based business owners learn how to not only structure their businesses in a way that's effective so that they can do all the things without sitting at a computer for 100 hours, but also how to create a brand of value and create a brand that shares who they are and tells their story. And then also create the content and the videos, the pictures, the statuses, the blog posts, all the content to share that story and to draw in those people who they're meant to touch, who they're called to impact, who they're called to help and serve. So with the business in coaching and doing webinars and doing all types of like one-on-one packages and service packages for clients, I also host an annual summit. This is the 4th annual Creators Summit. This is our first in-person summit. The past 3 years have been 100% virtual, but this year I am being pushed and pulled by spirit to go bigger and greater and to impact as many women as possible. So it is a business conference that empowers Black women. That's what it says on the flyer. But I was raised a little differently. So we don't just do things the traditional way. We do things in a way that not only will your business be impacted and you'll get those skill sets that all of our white counterparts are getting, those marketing skill sets, those sales skill sets, networking, trademark, all of that information that we need to level up. We also are building a sisterhood, and we're also creating a safe space for us as Black women just to come and be together and to learn from each other and to heal and to collaborate with each other, and really just be in a space. We're not even out of it yet because we have more stuff going on, but we're going through these health epidemics. We spent 2.5 years locked in and not being able to be in each other's space, and being able to do stuff virtually is great. Like this room is great. We're able to connect and still do our things in our various different spaces, but it's something about when Black women come together and have the same energy in the same space. It's something about that that's magical. It's something about that that's powerful, that's transformative. And I'm excited to be able to create that space and host that space, for us to just come together and be like, all right, let's do this. A space where we don't have to worry about putting on a show or worry about if we came with our hair wrapped or whatever, that people are going to be judging us or be like, oh, that's not professional. No, we are ourselves, our full selves, in whatever form we want to show up in. That's who we are. That's what we do. And it is a safe space to fall apart if we need to ask questions if we need to be like, hey, my braid is coming out, can somebody help me, if we need to, like stuff like that, that we don't have to like sit and question and say, do you get me? No, we get you because we are you. We see you because we are you. And so that's what the Creator Summit is all about. Business on one hand, but sisterhood on the other. And we're bringing that together 3 days, September 2nd through 4th at the Westin Book Cadillac down in Detroit. The passes are on sale right now. So get in the room, get in the space, grab your pass because it is going to be amazing. We have 30 speakers lined up. Each speaker is a Black woman, all Black women, like they're nothing else but Black girl magic going on at this conference. So just come be in the space, because even though we have speakers and experts who are going to come share their expertise, you also bring something to the space. You're also an expert in what you do. You're an expert in your life. You're an expert in the things that you do. So you'll also bring and add to the space by being there, by asking a question, by connecting with someone. You never know who you're supposed to impact. So come on to the room and, share your light and love, because that's what it's all about. It's about us coming together and lifting each other up. So that's it in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions, I'm definitely here to answer anything.
Very nice, Saidah. Very nice. Well, before we get all off into that, honey, we got to get all off into the other stuff too. So write down your questions, ladies, if you have any questions, or you can put them in the chat and Danyelle or I will make sure that they get read. But Saidah, we want to continue this conversation. I love seeing young women come up, I'm all about the sisterhood thing. I'm all about, us coming together and things like that. So I'm really excited and inspired by this, right? So tell us a little bit about your story. Tell us a little bit about your background. What makes Saidah even who she is to want to do something like this? What started this for you?
So it's not the traditional, like, oh, I was born for this and raised for this, even though I was, but I fought it. So I was birthed in the African Center community. My grandmother is Imani Humphrey. She founded the first African Center school in Detroit, Aisha Shule. So that is my family's business and was my family's business. So I literally grew up in the education space. All of my, literally every single person in my family is a teacher. My mom was a teacher. Both grandmothers were teachers. Cousins, everybody was a teacher. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't like these kids. I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna be all corporate and all this stuff. And I'm just gonna do all these things. But what I have learned in doing all of that is that God has a way of being like, nah, this is the way you're gonna do it. And even if you have to go through the trees and over the hills and everything, I'm still gonna lead you back to the path that you're supposed to be in. And I'm going to lead you through the path that the foundation has already been set. My ancestors and my family, my lineage has set the path for me to impact women everybody, and like when I think back of growing up in the shoelace, like most of the teachers were women, all of the administrators were women. Like my whole family is a matriarch family. Like everybody is strong women, and we're all have been raised and shown like, all right, women support women. We lift each other up. We give each other a space to do what we need to do. So once I graduated college, I was like, all right, I want to do marketing because I got a bachelor's in communication. So I was like, I want to do marketing. That's when social media was really starting to like pop for businesses. So I was like, I want to do this. And when I started this company, it was called SM Media Enterprise, after my name. And I was like, I'm just going to help everybody. I'm going to go after the big corporate clients, and I'm just going to do it for everybody. And doing that for a year, I was like, the net was way too wide. I couldn't get the clients that I wanted because the net was way too wide. I was trying to talk to way too many people. And that's a marketing tip. If you have a business and you're trying to talk to everybody about what your business is or what you need, you're not going to talk to anyone, because you have to niche it down and talk to a specific person. You have to solve a specific type of person's issue, and those people, because there's hundreds of those specific people, those people will come to you. But once you try to talk to everybody, you're going to lose everybody because you can't reach everyone. So I had to learn that the hard way. You know, I am a trial and error type person. I am like, let me try and do this. Oh, that didn't work. Let me do this another way. That didn't work. Let me do this another way. So I niched down and I was like, let me talk to women of color. I'm a woman of color. Let me try to bring these communities together. And that work, niching down and speaking to those women of color creatives, because, you know, as women of color, we all have our own struggles and our own things we go through, and we can understand each other, but there's still a little cultural divide between the different cultures. There's still a little bit of divide. And not saying like divide, like you guys are over there and you guys should not be in our space. No, we should all definitely come together. But there are certain things that you get as a Black woman that they don't understand. And it's okay, because it's different cultures and different aspects. So as I was moving into like, let me figure out what I really want to do for the business, we were in all of the upheaval of like the George Floyd incidents and just everything going on. And I really felt a strong calling to talk to my people. I was still in my 9-to-5 at that time, and I was getting messages and instances where it's like, oh, they're not enough Black women experts in these spaces to give them a space. They're not enough women of color experts in these spaces, because I was working in marketing, to give them the time of day. And I was like, I don't understand why you're saying this, because I'm working with these women every day. I see these women operating. I'm working with them. So as much as I'm a trial and error person, I'm also I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you type person. So you got one time to tell me that we not existing or we can't do something before I'm like, all right, bet, say less, I got you. And that's kind of what pushed the summit to what it is today, because I was told like, oh, there are not enough Black women experts in marketing to talk at a conference. What? I'm right here. I'm right here. Like, I'm right here, and I'm working with 5 different women who are right here. So let me create a space for us. And full circle, now focusing on Black women and creating a sisterhood, all of the things that I learned growing up in the Shoelay, all of the things that I learned from my grandmother are all manifesting right now in the summit, in what I do with my business. It's just all full circle. And you kind of just have to just go through the path and go through the journey to get to where you're supposed to be and get to where that foundation was already laid for you. Like I look back and sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, I already knew that. I was already doing that. Like I learned that years ago. Why didn't I pick this up and do this before? But you have to go through the journey to learn the different things and then get to the space where, all right, this is what I'm called to do. This is where spirit is leading me. This is where I need to be. This is the vision that needs to be walked out. Let me just walk it out and trust. Because that's a lot. I think a lot of times we don't walk out our callings because we don't trust. We want to have control over it. Like I see where I want to go. I want to have this type of success. I want to have this type of life for my family, for myself. But we don't trust that we can get there with just letting stuff go and just walking the path. So I'm letting a lot of stuff go in this season. I'm learning just to trust the path, and that what God says will work out. However it works out, it's going to work out. And I'm just gotta, I'm just here. I'm just living this life experience. I'm not in control of anything. I'm just walking this path. So that's my story in a nutshell.
I say. All right. Well, before I bombard you with questions, does anyone else have any questions? Don't be shy. Oh, and it's 9:05. So those who are live on Facebook and YouTube, we say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you go to www.elizabethvisionaryconference.org to get your free access to come on over to the Zoom room, because we are continuing this conversation until 10 a.m. So we'll see you over there. Bye, Facebook. Wave bye, ladies. Blow kisses. We'll see you all next time. Good morning. All right. Questions. Where y'all at, ladies? Let's kick off a really great conversation. I have questions because even though, Saidah, you gave us this beautiful and very elaborate explanation, I still want more. I want more. So, anybody else has any questions before I dig in? Yes, Queen Aduni.
Welcome. I knew is that your grandma? Oh, Mama Imani? Yes, I knew all of them. And my question is, okay, so the meeting is, your conference is September 12th, September 2 through 4, right? That's the Labor Day weekend, right?
Yes, Labor Day weekend. Mm-hmm.
And do you have a website where we can get the information and the cost of the tickets, the cost of your vending, and your times?
Yep, absolutely. So Danyelle has been dropping the websites in the chat. And she has a code, so you guys go and support Danyelle and use her code. Passes are on sale if you want to attend the summit for $313, because it's our first in-person summit. It's in Detroit, Michigan. You know, we had to rep for the city, so it's $313 to come to the conference. If you want a booth, because we will have a small business marketplace, those booths are $687, and it comes with 2 passes to the summit. So you get to pop up a booth and sell your products and services for the 3 days, and then you also get 2 passes to the summit. There's also a virtual option. I know we have health stuff going on. A lot of people, if you are outside of Michigan and you can't travel, we have a virtual pass for $197. So you can get that in on the website, the links that Danyelle has dropped. And then lastly, if you're like, I can't do any of those big ticket numbers, but I just need to be in a space to get something, we have a community pass for $47. So the $47 pass gets you access to the keynote sessions, and then also gets you access to the expo hall where our small business marketplace is. But I'm going to encourage you to get the 313 pass, because that's everything. That's all of the sessions. That's the networking activities, that is the parties that we're going to do, that's all of the big workshops. I'm doing a big group workshop on Saturday, so that's access to that as well. And I know like that price is like, oh, it's a couple of $100, but it's totally worth it. All of the speakers are putting so much into their presentations. We're putting so much into all of the keynote sessions and the networking opportunities, so it's totally worth it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ashe. Anybody else with questions? Do you have any questions? You can ask her marketing questions too. You can ask her questions about the whole point of her being here. So don't be shy.
Please forgive me. I'm in and out, so I don't know if this question was already asked. And please forgive me for not being on the video. Somewhat indisposed, but still trying to stay tuned in. And thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for all you're doing, and God bless you. Did the price already come out as to how much the event costs for next month?
Yep. So passes are $313. Yep, and it's in the chat. Danyelle dropped it in the chat. Yep.
Okay.
In the chat.
All right, loves. Thank you. I hope to be there with you.
I hope to see you. I want to see everybody. I miss people. I miss you guys. I want to see everybody.
Yep, it's a little bit over my head to look at it, but who knows if it's God's will for me to be there. 313 will happen.
Yes.
And look in the chat because she has a community pass too, and she has a couple other offerings. So just check the chat.
All right, my loves. Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Anybody else has any questions? Marketing. She said she has a whole marketing and consulting business. I'm just saying she about to drop you some gems and some jewels for free. Hey, I'm about to dig in. So I don't know what to tell y'all.
Can the booth spaces be shared?
Yeah, if you want to collaborate with another business and you guys both want to put in the 687 for the one booth and share the space, I'm here for it. I'm here for collaborations and sharing it. So yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'll pass that along.
And what kind of how are you marketing the event so that if we do like the booth, we know that there's going to be enough people to recoup our investment?
We are pushing it out in every way possible. Email marketing, Facebook and Instagram marketing, all of the speakers are marketing. I'm getting ready to go on a media like frenzy and call all my contacts and like, hey, push this out as much as we can. This week, we're doing a campaign. I was like, wow, you guys were doing the building activity. I was over here doing graphics and stuff because this week we're starting a campaign for the Creatrix 100. We want to sell 100 tickets in 5 days to get these people in the room. We already have about 60 people committed. So we have 60 people who are going to be there in the space, in the room. They're locked in, they're ready to go. I want to see that number grow a little bit. My big goal and vision is like 200 people, but you know, it's above me now. So we want to get at least 100 tickets sold this week, 100 people in the room so that we can, you know, really just give the speakers their audience, but also give the vendors their support as well. So get your pass and be a part of the Creatrix 100 because we'll get you some extra perks by being a part of that Creatrix 100 this week. You'll get early access to our digital swag bag. There'll be like preferred seating at the summit. There may be a raffle for coaching services with me. I have not decided yet because my schedule is so busy, but I might throw that in there that you might be entered to get some coaching services for me, but you'll get some extra perks for being a part of the Creatrix 100 this week. And you guys are the first ones to know about the campaign because I haven't even launched it yet. So this is early access. So you guys can get in and be a part of the first numbers.
And also, let me say something, Sheila. I'm actually signed up as a Creatrix Summit ambassador. So I will be pushing this off. You guys are going to be sick of me because I'm going to be pushing this off every day, all day, using all the creativity ways and the social media marketing skills that I have to push this out because this is right up my alley. This is right up every woman, Black woman business and entrepreneurship should be at this conference, no matter if you have no technology, education whatsoever, or you are a tech guru and you know everything. There's still something in here for you to learn, period. And I'm like, it's my job to make sure that this, and if you see it on Instagram, see it on TikTok, and see it on my Facebook page, share it. Just share it on somebody else's page. Share it on somebody else's group. I ask you to just constantly share it because that's how we get this stuff out here. Just don't look at it and be like, okay, Danyelle, do it. No, share it on your page. Share it on 2 other people's pages. That's how we get the growth and get the information because you know people I don't know. So I'm like, you know, keep pushing it so that we can support each other because I'm over here supporting Saidah. We're over here supporting all the Black women in business. And this is, like I said, I'm excited to be there. I'm committed to being there. There's something that even I can learn because I don't sit here and act like I know everything. So yeah, just, you're going to be sick of me. So if you see something, a video, something, post it on your page, share it to other people's pages, and let's, like she said, get 100 tickets sold, period. I just had to throw that in there.
Saidah, give us, go ahead, Mom Ever.
I want to know what a coaching session with you looks like. How does it start? And just take me through the process.
Absolutely. So it can look a few different ways. So I am not, and this is like one of my taglines, I'm not your average coach. A lot of coaches have programs that they push all of their clients through, and they go through like the exact same program, and they try to fit everybody into this box. What I like to do, because I know that people learn differently, people have different goals, people operate different, they have different lifestyles. I like to really take the time and get to know my clients, and then work out sessions that fit them and that can get them the best results for them. Everyone is unique. Now I do have like, those are the, like, I have industry standards that we'll teach and learn and stuff. Like if we're talking about email marketing, there are certain things that you have to do as an email marketer to be in the flow and stuff like that. So you'll learn that type of stuff. But also, if you're like, hey, I had a client who was like, I can't write emails. I just don't know how to just sit down and just get my mind out and write emails. But she was like, but I love writing social media captions. So I was like, hey, so write all your social media captions and use your captions as your emails, because you're already writing the content. So use your captions as your emails. Just edit it a little bit for formatting and you have it done. Do the thing that you love to do, and the thing that excites you, and the thing that fuels that creativity, and then transfer it over to the tasks that you don't like, because there are tasks that we all don't like. So it depends on what service you need. I have coaching packages for branding. I have coaching packages for content creation, and then coaching packages for business operations. And sometimes that can like intermingle and intertwine, because sometimes in order to be successful in your content creation, you need to structure something in your business operations. In order to really start pushing out content, you need to structure something in your brand. So sometimes those things intermingle, but it always starts with like, let me get to know you and learn you first, and then I'm working with you hands-on. We meet once a week, or maybe every other week, depending on schedules. We sit and we're talking on Zoom. We're doing this. If you want, if you're in the city, I can come and sit with you at a coffee shop, and we can just walk through some things. And I'm a very hands-on teacher. Like, hey, step 1 is this, step 2 is this, step 3 is this. Here are your video recordings. Go ahead and practice. And then I'm also the type of coach who I question you. If you I've had clients who are like, oh, I can't do this, or I want to do this, and I'm like, well, why? I push you to act like, look at those limiting beliefs, look at those thoughts that you're having. Why can't you do this? Why are you having this block for this? To really try and shift it, and really try and get you to like own the power of the things that you're creating. You are called to do what you're called to do for a reason. You have the skill set, you have the knowledge and the heart for it. Let's unblock it and push it out to as many people as possible, because those are the people who you're intended to impact. So I'm really hands-on. I'm very loving. I give a lot of value. So that's in a nutshell what coaching looks like with me. And it depends on the packages too. There are like monthly packages. You can lock in for 6 months. You can lock in for a year. Post summit, once we get through these last 18 days, because we're 18 days away from the summit. And once we get through the summit, I'm going to reintroduce a group coaching package. So if you don't want to say, hey, I can't pay for an individual one-on-one coaching, but I want to get the skills, we can do group coaching. And that's where I'm teaching all like several different modules on different things: branding, content creation, social media marketing, email marketing, all of these things. But you're in a group, and you have a support system, and you have women who are with you, who are learning the same things, who you can bounce ideas off of, who you can collaborate with. So we various different options in coaching.
One more question.
Yeah.
How important is a business plan?
So I might get a lot of smoke from the business world from this, but I do not like business plans. I like plans for your business, but I do not like the actual like standard business plan, because I feel like it intimidates a lot of people, and it turns a lot of people off, because there's a lot of technical speak. There's a lot of like, do your SWOT analysis, and then do your marketing analysis. What's your profit projections for this business? And it really deters people away from starting the business, because once you're laying out all that stuff, like, oh, I don't think I can make any profits or anything like that, then you're not focusing on what you really want to start the business for. If you want to start the business to make money, by all means, go through, do a SWOT analysis, do project profit projections and all that stuff like that. But I tell all my clients, like, your business, your brand should come from your heart. We come to our businesses from a place of service and not from a place of you're just a customer, give me your money. How can you serve these people? How can you give value to the people who are going to interact with your brand? And when you come to it from a place like that, the money is going to come. People are going to want to pay you because you're giving so much. You are actually caring about their success. You're caring about what they're getting from you, and not just like, hey, you're customer number 1278 and you pay me $600. Boom, done. Your customer number 313 and you pay me X amount of dollars. Done. It's not. Business is about money. You want to make profit, you want to be successful, you want to be able to pay your bills and feed your family and all that stuff. And yes, all that stuff is important. But when that's the focus of your business, when all you're thinking about is the money and all you're thinking about is the profit, you lose the humanity in it. You lose the love and the care in it. You lose the purpose and the passion in it. I want anybody who interacts with me, my brand, my clients, anything, to operate in their purpose, operate in their passion, and not just operate in the profits. Because we've lived that life. We're living that life now. The American society is all about the profits, all about the money and how much. You can look at inflation right now. Look at the gas prices. It's all about the money. It's not about caring about what people actually need and what people actually can thrive on. And once you learn that you can give and help people, that's going to come back to you tenfold. It's all karmic energy that's going to come back to you tenfold.
Thank you. Because I went through a little program here and that's where I got stuck. They wanted me to focus on one product and I said, yeah, this is not for me because I can't do that. That's not in my nature at all.
But you know what I say, Mama Evelyn? Get the knowledge that you need and apply it to your business where it needs to work at. Because I know there's a lot of people. I have an uncle that gave me a book. You need to focus on one thing. I can't focus on one thing. It's not going to happen. My brain won't allow me to do that. But I am a child that worked at a hair salon where we did learn how to apply the SWOT analysis and the profit projection. My uncle owned a children hair salon, a salon that caters to African American children's hair care. That was our passion. Knowing your numbers, knowing exactly what you do need to hit, I would say does give you some structure. Like, don't be afraid to not know how much you're worth per hour, because that's important. But you can balance it out with giving to the community, but also making sure that there's gas in the tank, if that makes any sense. There's a balance. We don't have to be so structured where it's like it's all about the numbers, but in the same fact, you also need to make sure that your bills are covered. I just wanted to like it's a balance. Yep. It's a balance.
Absolutely. And when you coach with me, like, there is structure. This is a Virgo right here. We love organization. I love my spreadsheets. I love having my processes in place. So there is structure, and there are ways to structure your business and to make profits and to know how much you're going to make per, how much you need to make per whatever to make the profits and to pay the bills and everything like that. That's just, when I say that, I just don't want that to be the main focus, which a lot of businesses are. All right, when we start this business, how much money can we make? How quick can we get to $1 million? $1 million is going to come. If it's meant for you, it's going to come. Focus on giving and pricing your things correctly so that it's not taking advantage, and then everything will fall into place. Capricorn, Virgo, moon, and sun. I have a Capricorn moon, so I'm a Virgo with a Capricorn moon. So I see you. I see
you. When's your birthday, baby?
September 18th.
Mine's the 15th.
Hello.
So we just, fellow Virgos. I see you. Okay. I'll do this just for you. There, just for you, just for the moment. Yes, God bless you, my Virgo sister. It takes a Virgo to understand a Virgo. Thank you. And early happy birthday.
Oh, Queen Aduni has her hand up. Do you have a question, Queen Aduni?
Yes, I want to throw in here. I agree with you about the business plan, but that's my baby right there. So, and the way the way I approach the business plan, because I've taken 6 business plans classes, so I totally get what you're speaking about, and but the way that I approach a business plan is exactly where because I've taken the classes and they tell you what to do. Now go away and bring that back, and they don't even check what you did or tell you where you're off and all that kind of stuff. But I totally get that the creativity, the spiritual side of it, that's the business plan that I'm talking about, that I bring forth to the community, is bringing out what their passion is. And how do you bring that out? How do you talk about all the things that you're talking about, yet put it on a paper, so that if you want to go get some money, because they're not gonna want your wah 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 and hallelujahs and stuff. They want to see it, that you've really thought through this thing and how it's going to be profitable. And I'm tell you, when I had I think my son was about 5, I had a hysterectomy, so I had like 6 weeks to stay home and just deal. I made that business plan then. And that business plan took me all the way to, I can look at that business plan right now and check off what I completed and see where I am. So if the business plan is done right with the right person that can pull all this information out of you, and like I said, not just a class where you go, but that person is walking with you through it. Okay, now it's on paper. Now we're going to let's walk it out. Let's do it and let's get it out. I'm a multitasker. Mm-hmm. There are benefits, but yet there's the pros and the cons to that. I keep always forgetting that when I'm talking to put myself down in here. So I just want, like, Mama Evelyn, and what you were sharing, your experience of that is not the experience that you get with me, and as a business plan and walking you through that. I totally agree with her in what the norm is, but yeah, you just have to find somebody that is not the norm and can teach you in a way that you get it. And especially when you get to the numbers, we as a people, we want to stay away from the numbers and think that, it's all going to just flow in through our creativity, through whatever our strengths are and stuff. But oh Lord, that you really can set those goals through that, and bringing in the marketing and all of that. And most people they don't understand how important marketing is. That marketing, baby, it'll make or break you. Really, it'll make or break you, and then sticking to how you're going to do it and such. But I just wanted to throw that in, because I definitely don't want you sisters to stray away from doing a business plan. And I don't think that that's what she's saying, but the importance and what type of people, who do you want walking you through a business plan? There are really some good 1, 2, 3, you got to do this, that, and the other. But if you become a walking business plan, mm-hmm. In other words, you got everything covered. You got your marketing covered. You got your numbers covered. You got your timeline covered. You got all those things, which means you thought through it all. You've thought through it. That's what the finance people want to see. They do want to see those numbers. So, yeah. So respectfully, I wanted to throw that in about who is teaching you, like in anything else. When I took English, I couldn't get it. And then I got the right English teacher, and it all made sense. So I just wanted to throw that in there, and how important marketing is, because that is the one area that we as a people stay away from. When it's time to pay for marketing, that's the one that's the breakthrough, is the marketing, understanding your people. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there because I'm coming after y'all about a business plan so that we as a group, that we can do this and we can jump. But you gotta write that stuff down.
I'm not saying don't have a business plan.
Yeah.
I'm saying those traditional 30-page business plans that you get downloaded from SCORE or get downloaded from the business resource, I don't like those. And those that are like the industry standard of a business plan, I don't like those because I feel like, one, they're overwhelming. And then, like you said, you don't have a lot of people who walk you through it correctly. And once you get into those different numbers and projections and stuff, that stuff can be overwhelming, especially for those of us who are just starting businesses, who don't come from a business background, who don't have the classes in high school like the white children have and stuff like that, who don't understand that type of language. That can be the thing that deters. I am a planner. I plan everything, and I plan everything down to the T. Like, I plan so much that I have to sometimes be like, why are you planning this? Let it go. So yes, absolutely have a plan for your business. Absolutely do the numbers. Like, I have spreadsheets upon spreadsheets upon spreadsheets, budgets, projections, how much I need to do, like for the summit, how much I need to do, how many tickets I need to sell in order to make a profit, in order to make it to where I'm not in the red. So I don't stray away from the numbers. Definitely don't stray away from having a plan. I'm saying those traditional business plans that kind of put you in a box, like, all right, you want to do this and open up or just this type of business, this is the structure you need to be in.
Yeah.
There are multiple ways to do things. There are tons of different ways to approach something and tons of different ways to create something, where you can have the creativity and the structure. You can, like, I do content creation and branding, but I also do business operations, because you have to have the structure and the processes and all of that thing in place in order to make your business grow. You can put out cute videos all day, every day and market all day, every day. But if you don't have the structure and the processes to take on the clients, to handle the customers, to respond to customers, to process your payments, to do all of this thing, then your business is going to fall apart. So I 100% agree with you. I'm in the same boat. You have to have a plan. I just don't like those traditional business plans.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Thank you. Hold on one second.
To ask you,
Let me say this. In a lot, first I want to say I'm sorry I dropped off because I lost my signal. So sorry about that. But second, I'm assuming that this is from something Mama Evelyn said with the numbers. Getting someone who knows your numbers, even if you don't, like that song that Tony has, you know, if I don't know my numbers, I find someone who can. That can really help you. And I actually know of someone who works with artists. She works with, you know, our lifestyle, our budget. She does taxes, accounting, all of that. So I can put y'all in touch with her. But find someone who knows the numbers, because I'm not a numbers person either. But working with her has truly changed the game for me. She created spreadsheets for me. I just plug information in. It adds it up for me. Like, it was a game changer. So just find someone who does know the numbers. If you don't know marketing, find someone who does know marketing. That's the beauty of where we live in society today. The other thing I want to suggest is, because I'm totally with you on the whole 30-page business plan thing, not my thing. So what I discovered was Canvas, business Canvas. And if you're in marketing, Saidah, I'm sure you've heard of it. The business Canvas, just download one. You can look up a template on Google. It's called Business Canvas. That's exactly what it's called. And it's what corporations and companies use all over the world to get kind of like a bird's eye view or a snapshot of their business, right? So it's like a business plan just on one page, literally, because it's getting you to the point. What is the point? And it's sectioned off. It's like a chart, and you just fill in those different sections, and it forces you to think and to create and to know your stuff, you know what I mean? But it gives you a structure enough where it's not overwhelming, where it's not like taking you off the map. And it's actually becoming more and more popular because millennials don't play that 30-page reading game Okay, they're not here for it. Okay,
We don't have the
one
time.
You know what,
We
Peace,
don't
let me
have the
let,
time.
let me say this.
That one page canvas is like, it's standard now. So you don't have to feel bad, Evelyn, because it's on one page. It's standard and people will actually accept it.
I would say this, Mama Evelyn. I've been taking business since high school, because I went to King. I took the business portion of when I was in high school. You can have a marketing plan. I mean, I'm not a business plan that's less than 5 pages. So you don't have to be intimidated. The whole thing about it is knowing how much money you want to make within a year. And this is the strategy is how you're going to make that amount that particular year. That's all a business plan is. That's all that it is. This is the goal. This is the vision and the goal, the end game. This is how we're going to get to the end game. So if you think about it like that, that's really all that it is. You know, it doesn't have to be as difficult as people try to make it. Some large corporations need, 20, 30 pages. But as a small business owner, you just need to know how much you want to make. And these are strategies that I'm going to take to get there.
Yep.
Yep. Most of my business plans, I open up a Google Doc and I'm like, all right, business, who are you impacting? What products or services do you want to sell? What are you going to price that product or service at? If you price it at this point, how much are you making per month? How much are you making per year? So it's really just that's what the business plan is. It's really outlining what you want to do, like Danyelle was saying. So again, I'm not against it. Just find the way that works for you. For me, a Google Doc where I'm like brain dumping and organizing information. That's my business plan. So now I know, all right, in January, in Q1, January, February, March, these are the products and services that I want to offer. In March, April, May, this is what I want to do. And I have it mapped out like that as well. So you just take some time, brain dump it. I like to write stuff out first and then type it in, because sometimes writing that stuff out gets your brain going 10 times better than just sitting at the screen typing. So write it out, brainstorm, meditate on it, pray about it, and then type it into a thing and then operate from that. And then if you have to change things, then change them as you need to. I can't tell you how many times I had to shift and scratch something, like, all right, can't do that service right now. Let's switch something else. You can change and flip and switch it up, but just having that outline there ready so you can see, like, all right, so this is what I want to do. How can I get there? Helps tremendously.
It takes you from being a business, or it takes you from being a hustle
to a business,
becoming an actual legit business. When you know your numbers, when things are in writing, when you're very clear about what your objectives are, you have officially moved. That's one of the levels. The other level was actually making revenue. But one of the signs that you've officially moved out of the hustle and into official business is having that paperwork.
Think of it as a guideline than an actual business structure. Everything on this page that you did has to be like that. No, every month it's going to change. You're going to have some months you're going to make, double the profit. You might have a month where you don't. So it gives you a guideline so that you know exactly a path of what you're following for your business. So think of it as it's a guideline. That's all that it is.
Well, let me ask you this, Saidah. We're going to pivot now. It's one of my favorite words in business. Pivot. Okay, so we're going to pivot now. We used it in the military to get the pivot. Okay, so we're going to pivot the conversation now. And I want to talk a little bit more because I want to get as much out of this. First, let me ask, is there anyone else that has any questions? If you have any questions for Saidah, go ahead and jump in or raise your hand. I don't see any hands raised. Okay, so give me or give all of us an idea of what are some things in, I have twofold question. So you might want to write it down because it's twofold. The first one is, since we're already on this, conversation, I'm gonna give you this question first. What are some of the top marketing strategies that you would offer us as Black business women owners? Like, what are some of the strategies, just 3 or 4? I'm not trying to break the bank, but what are some strategies that we need to be aware of? I mean, we always talk about social media and all of that, but like, square us up, sis. Like, get us like completely on point, so we're not shooting in the dark. Oh, I did a TikTok and then I put it on Instagram. But I think I'm the main person that's on that tip. Okay, like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I here? So what are the 3 or 4 main marketing tips that we definitely need to have? The second question is, after that, is give us more detail about the speakers and what it is that they offer or what they're going to be offering at the conference in detail. But the first question, hit it.
Got you. So my answer to the first question is not going to be what you expect.
Okay.
A lot of people, when you think about marketing strategies, you're like, all right, step 1, step 2, step 3, rinse and repeat, and it's going to work, and I'm just going to go viral, and I'm going to get all the customers. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. And not saying quality in terms of your camera quality or your audio quality, or if you have like the flyest headshots or like the 4K videos, that's not the quality I'm talking about. Quality comes from what you put into it and what people are walking away with once they're interacting with your content or your brand. So 3 marketing strategies. Number 1 is consistency. People have to see you all the time. And I know that sounds a little daunting because sometimes we get tired and we want to take a break. That's where scheduling programs come in. That's where assistants come in. That's where all the other stuff comes in so that you're consistent with your brand. But number 1 is consistency. People have to see you. There is a thing, and it's probably a little bit different now, but a few years ago, there was a standard in marketing where a customer had to see you 5 to 7 times before they decided to either interact with the brand or buy something. They have to see you 5 to 7 times. So like when you see ads on Facebook and you see it the first time, you might say, oh, that's interesting, I'm gonna scroll by. Then you see it again, be like, oh, I just saw this ad, why am I seeing it again? And then you scroll on by. Then you see it 3 or 4 more times, and you're like, keeps on popping in, let me click and see what this is about. And then even then you might be like, all right, I'm not gonna buy nothing, I'm gonna come back. Then you're gonna see that ad again, and then you're like, let me click through and see how much it is, I'm gonna add it to the cart to see how much it is plus the shipping and stuff. I'm gonna come back and make a decision again. Then you see the ad again and you're like, all right, I think I need this, I finally need this, let me buy it. So it takes a long time for a customer to decide to work with you, which can kind of be mitigated with how much value you get. If you interact with a brand and you're like, I got so much from this brand and I didn't even pay any money, where's the sign up? How can I stay connected with this brand? Because clearly this is something that I need. That's where marketing strategy number 2 comes in, is the value. What are you sharing in your content? How are you showing up in your content? Are you just selling something? Are you pushing and saying buy from me without anyone knowing who you are? Or are you saying, hey, you don't have to buy anything from me, I just want to share these tips with you, I just want to share this story with you, I just want to give this to you because I feel like you need this, and take it or leave it, not expecting anything from it. So consistency, value. And then the third strategy I will share is authenticity. Are you showing up as yourself? Are you speaking your own language? Are you talking to the people in a way that you would talk to your friends and family? Are you showing up as your true self, or are you putting on a mask? We can tell if you are not who you say you are online. We can tell. And it's getting to the point now where you can really tell, like, the people who are faking it and the people who are not. And people will call you out. People are like, oh, that person just took that picture at the car dealership saying that they got this car and they faking. They'll call you out because there's so much stuff going on. We don't want the fakeness. Be you. You are here for a reason. You have a calling for a reason. You have this business for a reason. Be you. That's something that I had to like learn and break. I had to because a lot of us, we grew up in that space where it's like, all right, you have to learn how to code shift, and when you're in this circle you have to do this and speak this way and be this, and when you're in this space you have to do this. And I'm like, I was exhausted code shifting. I'm like, I can't do this. This is one of the reasons why I scaled down and decided to speak to Black women, because I'm like, look, I need to be my 100% self, me, all the time, and be okay with being that. And these are the people who are going to get me. I'm not talking to everybody else because they're not going to get it. And I don't want to put on a facade and be somebody who I'm not, because there's so many other things I need to do in the world, in life, in my own space, that I don't have time to continue to wear the mask. I don't. I can't do it. So consistency, giving the value, and authenticity. Those are the 3 marketing strategies that I would give you. And that can show up in any type of content or any type of things that you put out. That can show up in emails, that can show up in a video, that can show up in a live, that can show up in a TikTok, that can show up in a Facebook status, that can show up in anything that you put out. But if you remember your consistency, giving value, and being your authentic self, that's what's going to push you to the next level.
Awesome.
I got the note.
Girl, thank you. All right, the next question.
You're welcome. All right, so about these speakers, because let me tell y'all, these speakers are amazing. Like, I want to be in every single session, but I know that's not possible. So we have, I want to say 30 speakers. We had a couple of people who had scheduling conflicts and had to fall out, but we also have some people who are coming on board. So we're in the 30 people range. But we have marketers, we have event planners, trademark lawyers, real estate agents, we have self-care professionals, we have interior designers, all speaking about different things. We'll have sessions about how to build a team so that you don't have to do everything by yourself. Sessions about how to protect your intellectual property by trademarking your business. Sessions about how to increase your sales, how to use events to increase your sales and increase your profit margin in your business. Our interior designer is speaking about how to create your space and how to design and put things in place in your space so that you can foster your creativity and your productivity. Because a lot of times we forget, especially with us working at home and stuff, we forget that we need to create a space to optimize our productivity in our businesses. So we're talking about that. I'm talking about branding and content creation. What else? I'm trying to think of, we have so many people. I have someone doing a session on journaling, on self-care journaling, so that we can be sure to take time for ourselves, because if we don't take time to pour into ourselves, we can't pour into our business. We have sessions on networking, how to leverage networking and use that to help build your business. Sessions on, I'm trying to think, there's so many sessions.
Is anyone in particular that stands out to you? Are there specific people that you admire and want to blow up?
Literally all of them, like literally, and I don't just say this just to evade. Look, I don't just say this just to evade the question, but literally every single one of my speakers bring something to the table that's absolutely fantastic. So what I do, I have speakers apply to speak at the summit, and I interview each one of them individually to see what I like to feel, the energy. I like to feel their vibes. I like to hear that they know what they're talking about, and that they're going to give value, because my big thing is I want everybody who attends your session to walk away with value, walk away with pages and notes ready to go to work. So literally each one of my speakers brings something unique, brings something elevated to the table that you're going to, whatever session you go to, you're going to walk away with something. And then after the summit, if you get the all access pass or the virtual pass, you get access to the recording. So those sessions that you didn't get to attend because you can't be everywhere at one time, you get access to all the recordings so that you can hear everything that all the speakers have to say. So all of them, I love each and every one of them. Like, I brag on them all the time because they are absolutely amazing.
Juanita, you had your hand up.
Saidah just answered my question. We get access to the recordings. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else, or do we have questions in the chat?
I have a question. I'm looking at the chat. I don't see anything, but I have a question. So Saidah, because you are like right after a twin sister, right after my own heart. I want to know exactly, how do you balance the creativity that you're doing with the business and the tech world with self-care, your spirituality and your self-care? Because yeah, I just want to know how you bring about a balance to it all.
It's a challenge and I'm still learning. I am a give my all to everything type person, and I also have to learn to step back. So this past weekend, planning an event like this is not an easy thing to do. Like, this is a huge undertaking. I've had several times where I'm like, this is not gonna happen, let's quit. But then God's like, no, keep going. So this we've been having some back and forth with the hotel. It's still going to happen. We're still going forward and everything, but just some things I'm like, all right, this is something that's trying to shake my spirit. I don't know what to do. So I took a rest. I took some time. We had family reunion this weekend, so I didn't work at all Saturday. I just spent time with family. Yesterday, I didn't do too much work. I just planned and thought about what I needed to do. But then also what I'm learning is asking for what you need. So I made a post, and if you guys are connected on my Facebook, you might have seen it. I made a post, I think it was Thursday or Friday, and I was like, this is my transparency post. And this is another thing where that authenticity comes in too, because it doesn't always have to be, I'm talking about my business. You can really be yourself. So I made a post and said, I'm really overwhelmed. I'm a little discouraged. This thing that I'm doing is huge, and this is the space that I'm in right now. Send me some encouragement. I've had, I think, over 50, 60 comments of people just like, keep going. We're here. We see you. We love you. Keep going. And I'm not the type of person who's like, oh, look at me, help me out. But just knowing that I needed that push in that moment, and being brave enough and vulnerable enough to ask for it, which is something I normally don't do, but I'm learning that you have to ask for what you need. Really put me in a space to be like, all right, I can do it. So I'm learning to balance, like, you have to take rest. Everything can't happen at one time. I'm learning to ask for help. Of like I'm onboarding 2 assistants this week to help with the final prep of the summit, and knowing that I can't do everything myself. So knowing that you can ask for help and it's okay. It does not make you less than to ask for help. It does not make you less than to say that you're overwhelmed and discouraged, because we all get overwhelmed and discouraged, and to ask for encouragement. Just knowing that it's okay to take a day to rest and spend time with family. Like, life is short. Life is very, very short. The business is going to be there. The work is still going to be there. Family might not be there. And it's sad to say that, but life is so short and stuff is so crazy these days right now. Health stuff, police stuff, all this stuff. Life is short. So just giving yourself permission to be like, all right, I'm unplugging, I'm taking a step back, I'm spending time with the people that I love, the people who support me, the people who I just need to be around, and being okay with that. Because sometimes when I do that, I'm like, oh, I need to be working, I have so much to do, and I don't enjoy that space. So learning to be in that space and just be present and just taking in the energy and the love that you need, I think that helps balance the creativity in the business with the self-care. Just learning what you need. You have to listen to your body. Your body will tell you what you need, and your mind will tell you what you need. But sometimes we push it off like, no, we good. We're going to keep on pushing through. I got this. But no, be like, all right, I'm listening. I'm listening to my heart. I need some encouragement. Let's get what we need. And it's okay to get what you need.
Thank you.
Ashay. So let me ask you this. Who else is part of the Create Your Summit? Like, do you have sponsors? Do you have affiliates? Is there anyone else in the city that's being a part of it with you?
Yeah, so we have a few sponsors, and if you all know of any companies that want to sponsor, we still have sponsorship spaces available. We have different packages, so that you can send them my way. All of my speakers, I give them the opportunity to be listed as sponsors because they all have businesses as well. So if you guys go to the website, you'll see some of the sponsors listed. We have affiliates like Danyelle as an ambassador. We have ambassadors and affiliates who are working to make this thing happen and pushing this thing out. All of the speakers are ambassadors and affiliates for the summit. I have an amazing coach who's helping me through this. She's also a keynote speaker at the summit. So it's like everyone's playing multiple roles. So we're just all pushing this out. We're working to honor some people from Detroit, some big hitters from Detroit, locking them in just to, give space and uplift. Like, we see what you're doing and we want to honor you in this space. So I'm just trying to, put on for the city and bring us all together, show them how we do, because most of my speakers are from out of state. So I need all of y'all to come to the summit so we can show them how Detroit really puts on, because they're like, oh, I'm coming from Atlanta, or I'm coming from Ohio. And I'm like, nah, bro, we do it. Like, this is us. We do this. So come on out, invite your sisters, invite your friends, invite your daughters. If you have like teenage daughters or daughters who are in college, invite them, because it's never too early to learn this information. My little one is 10 and she'll be tagging along for a good portion of the summit until she gets tired of me, and then I'm gonna send her to her dad's. But
wait a minute.
So it's never too young for her. Yeah, my baby is 10. She just turned 10 August 6th. She just turned 10.
Where the heck? I'm not that old. I am not that old.
Well, I had her young, so you're not. I had her young. But yeah, come on out to the summit. Bring everyone. I was talking, I can't remember who I was speaking to, but they're like, this is a great thing to do in the city of Detroit because you see stuff like this in like Houston and then like Atlanta, you see conferences like this for women in all these big cities, but Detroit is kind of an untapped market. Like we have our little brunches and stuff and it's smaller networking things that happen in the city, and you see bigger corporate conferences that happen in the city, but we don't see stuff like this. So let's just come on out, bring this together, grow it and build it. This is not the first one. It's not gonna be the last one. We're gonna keep on growing this thing until we outgrow all the spaces, and then we just got to take over like Hart Plaza or something and just be all over downtown. Like Creator Summit is in several different buildings because that's just how many Black women are coming to like just converge on Detroit and just take over and show them how powerful we are.
I like that.
I love it. On period.
Right. I think all these over the past month I have found that all these sister organizations, and Saidah, I think that would be wonderful for all of us to come together and do one massive one with all of us, represented as organizations, and just that would be off the chain, so sick. And with all of our different expertise and skills and talents, all of us in all the different groups and all the ones that are in all the different groups, with the intent to, like magnify what our intentions are, right? And that would just be massive. I'm all about everybody working together and still keeping their autonomy, who they are and their business or their way of doing things, that when it fits together and everybody check the egos at the door and come in to get some stuff done. Man. And I believe that because of the calling of the women to come forth, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take like minds coming together and doing big major things that hit across the world, right? And we can do that. I just want to that's what I have to share.
I love it. And if you guys have organizations that have like big numbers and you're like, hey, I want to bring this org, I want to like there's an org I'm going to reach out. It's like the National Association of like Black Women in Construction. Like if you have groups and organizations like that you're a part of, that you guys want to come to the summit as a big group and say, let's learn together, reach out to me. We do have a group rate for 10 or more. So reach out to me. So we that group rate is $275 per ticket. So if it's 10 or more people and you got them all together, reach out to me and we can get you going on that group rate. Because again, look, we need to all do this as a community and learn together. And it's fun when you bring your crew and you like, hey, we representing for this group and that group, but then you still get to meet other people and connect with other people. So definitely reach out to me, and I'll make sure Danyelle has that information as well, so that she can share that with you guys. But there are group rates available for those bigger organizations who are like, hey, we got 20 people we want to bring, let's do this. Because look, we got 100 tickets to sell this week. 20 people, that's about, look, y'all can do it. We can get there.
You doing a media blitz?
I'm doing all the things that I can think about. All the things. I have some media contacts I'm going to reach out to this week. Like Danyelle said, y'all about to be sick of me because I'm just about to be all on the things. And yeah, this is all you're going to hear about for the next 18 days. We got 18 days. For the next 18 days, it's Creator Summit all day, every day.
So can we change that that word, Danyelle or whoever, sick of me? I want y'all to say, you're going to be so proud of me. You're gonna be.
The reason, you know what, Queen of Johnny, the reason why you say you're gonna be sick of me. There's a trending sound on TikTok and Reels, and it's the woman is just she's excited. She's like, you're going to be sick of me. You're just going to be sick of me. So the reason why we say that, because it's a trending sound. So if you put your content to the trending sound, it's going to go viral. So, you know, it's a positive thing. Like you're going to be sick of seeing me on Facebook talking about.
You haven't seen the meme or anything?
You're going to be sick of me.
It's real dramatic.
It's really dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Thank you, young people.
Do we have any other questions? Lolly is on camera. Hey, Miss Lolly, Het is on camera.
Just wanted to share, like, I get what Mama Queen Aduni is saying, because we need to be mindful of those words that we use. I understand sick is being used as a different term, but I hear what she's saying about that. Got to be mindful of them words.
But we're mindful, but just think about it, Mama Het. Have you ever seen somebody that every time you
got it,
media, you see things, they're like, well, what's
I got the
now? Like, I'm tired of seeing her, you know.
She's talking about vibration. She's talking about the power of our words. And I mean, I totally get it. Like with the like with what's happening cosmically in the universe, our words are wrapping around real quick.
Right.
Way faster.
Changing what the
But I will say this.
Right.
I will say this though. The energy you put behind the word.
I just said, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's way more effective, you know.
It really is. It really is. But I just wanted to let Queen
the intention is something positive, then that positivity is appropriate.
So that's why I was letting Mama Queen Aduni know the difference between why they're using it in that term as opposed to the other way. Yes, do it, Saidah. Do it now.
Juanita, your hand is up.
Yes. Is there a limit to the number of people that can participate in a booth?
I have not put a limit on it, but I want to say, because the tables are 6 feet tables. So I want to say no more than 2 companies, because I want to make sure that you guys have enough space to be there. So I'm going to put 2 on there, but if you have like a special, like, hey, I got 3 organizations that we partner, and we're just handing out pamphlets or something like that, then we might be able to do something like that. Just reach out to me, and I'll drop all my information in the chat as well, so you guys have like my email and socials and all that good information.
Thank you.
Anyone else have questions?
Yeah. I guess first I'll say we can make our own trending sound. You're gonna be proud of me. We can make that. You know what I'm saying? We can make that real easy. But also I wanted to ask, so as somebody who, I guess you could say I offer a lot of different services, and sometimes they seem like they're not always connected. Would you recommend creating some type of plan for each individual, I guess, area, I guess you could say, of services, or would you recommend having one business plan and putting everything under one umbrella?
What are the services?
Okay. So I'm a brand ambassador, but I'm also a singer. And I also have like just side creative things that I do for people. So I guess you could say creative direction and things like that. That kind of goes with my brand ambassador stuff. But then specifically in the cannabis industry, I work to promote and then also to spread awareness, health education awareness. So it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so I would try and figure out where to connect certain things. So like you said, brand ambassador, creative direction, you can connect those and kind of use those interchangeably. I'm a brand ambassador, but I can also creative direct for you for a photo shoot or a video shoot or commercial or something like that. I can be an ambassador, but I can also direct for you. I can do those services interchangeably. In terms of like health and education in the cannabis industry, that sounds more nonprofit siloed. So you can definitely do that in its own silo. And then singing, unless you're doing like, I'm singing at a cannabis business, or I'm singing for these brands and being like, let me be the singer in your commercial, which you can kind of tie that into brand ambassador, creative direction. Let me be the voice in your commercial or whatever. Then you can tie those together. Or depending on how you do with the singing, that can be its own silo. It's difficult to manage multiple brands, but you can have them silo, but still kind of like have them talk to each other and have them promote each other, if that makes any sense.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. Anyone else has any questions? We are coming down to the wire here. It's almost 10, or it might actually be 10 o'clock. So if we don't have any other questions, then I would like to say, Miss Saidah, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for showing up this early morning Monday, girl. I understand, okay? You did an amazing job. You were just so informative, and I really, really appreciate you for trusting our platform to come out here to share. Really means a lot. Thank you. Anybody else?
Thank
Everybody.
You. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Everybody's so quiet today. It must be, I don't know. They'll never be this quiet, honey. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, we got a lot to absorb, a
They're
whole lot to
processing.
absorb. Yes, we are. We are.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Saidah. God bless you. Thank you, At Peace, and Lord have mercy, Danyelle, for bringing Saidah on with us today. This is so powerful, and I hope that us Elizabeths can do a booth. Anyway, we gonna see what comes of this for us. I'm hoping we can participate in some way.
And
God
y'all
bless
come
you
to the
all.
conference, because even if you don't have a booth, you can still network and share your information. Like, I'm not going to stop you at the door and be like, don't talk about your business because you don't have a booth. No, we're here to network and collaborate. So come to the conference, meet some people, bring your business cards, bring your flyers, network and collaborate, go out to dinner with some folks, because we're not providing that much food. Y'all gonna have to go out and network and have dinners with each other and everything like that. We're pushing y'all to connect and collaborate. So come to the conference and experience it, even if you don't have a booth. Just come be in the space.
But just come be in the space, what's that price?
You can do that for $313, which gives you access to everything. Or if you just want to come to the keynotes and the expo booth, that's $47. But if it's enough of you guys in the Elizabeth group, you guys can probably do the group rate, which is $275. So I'll chat with Danyelle and we'll figure out how that works. And then if it's like 10 or more of you guys who like, hey, I want to come, here's my money, we can get you guys in for that lower rate group rate.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Saidah. It was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really enjoyed this talk. We needed it. So we appreciate you so much. Make sure you all stay in touch with her. Follow her on all her social media contact. Did you put your contact information in the chat? Is her contact information in the chat?
Yep, my email is in the chat, and then my Instagram and my Facebook are in the chat. And then if you miss it, I'll make sure Danyelle has all my contact information. I'll make sure she has it. She can share it with you guys.
Awesome. And I also believe the links for the passes are in the chat too. So you can go ahead and click on those. All right, ladies, you all have a beautiful, beautiful week. You have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful Monday. Have a beautiful week. Make sure that you love on yourselves. And make sure you love on the world some way this week. All right. And we will be here tomorrow morning, bright and early, for another episode of Grand Rising Elizabeth.
God bless you all. Peace, love, and blessings.
Love, guys.
Peace.
Peace.